about Seth. And no, I won't. Seth is the best. You heard it here first. Seth is godlike. And now that JJ's not in winner's bracket, you know whose weekly it's looking like to win is my boy.
Seth, since Big Mac made his climb, because for a long time Big Mac actually wasn't that good of a player when he first got into the scene. He played a doubles tournament with me. Like, that's bad. That's like the low end. And then I woke up 3 months later and he's like, yo, I'm top 10 on the PR. It's like, you know what? You well earned this. You worked your tail off for this. And there hasn't been a meteoric rise up the PR since then that hard, except for Seth.
Yeah, Seth
who
is
also
the
showed
exception.
up one day kind of as a hidden boss, like originally, way back in the day. And
he just showed up at Dismantle 1 and just bodied my pool, made me look terrible.
His first tournament...
I mean, it didn't take much because I'm awful.
His first tournament, I want to say, was E2C 12. Something like forever
No, he was
ago.
at Dismantle 1.
He was.
Was he at 1 before then?
He was. There was a 6-month gap. He showed up, did well. We didn't really think much of it. Then he showed up again, 2-0'd Floyo in the Ditto, the Yoshi Ditto. Yeah, that was Dismantle.
That was Dismantle.
And everyone was like, yo, this kid's real good. And then he vanished, and we never saw him again. And then about a year later...
we realized that he actually lives here and can go to tournaments now. So here we go.
Well, I'm 14. Here we go.
Winner's semifinals is going to be Unrivaled Big Mac versus E2C's Seth. Rocking the Dark Wizzy tag. I assume he's watching this weekly today.
Yeah, shout out to Wizrogue, who I haven't seen at all. Oh, that was a quick start.
Oh, dang it. I don't know what he was going for there with that fading back. Back onto the stage.
He probably doesn't know the last time he broke a shield to start a match. To be like, all right, what do I even do here? You're at 0.
At 0, dare is optimal. You can dare. If you don't do that crazy, I don't know what he was looking for on the edge. He'll tell me later, I'm sure. But if you don't go for that, you can just do regular dare, and then it combos to at least 1 up air. Anyway.
Meanwhile, Big Mac's slowly bringing us back. He's put out a lot of damage since he had that shield break. It's almost like it woke him up. And he had a real good nair a second ago. Not just that one, but the one before that broke open the one Yoshi combo that Seth has gotten going since then.
This is kind of how this matchup will go sometimes.
Oh! Or you can just read him real hard and give him the 2 hands.
If you have a read on when he's going to throw eggs like that and you're a quick character, just dash right under. Perfect punish here coming out from Big Mac. But anyway, this is kind of how this matchup goes, though, is Yoshi can kind of just get beat up because Sheik is just an amazing character in the neutral and can juggle anyone.
Yes.
Yoshi does have tools to get around it, but it is a little bit of a struggle, especially, like, I don't know how much I agree with starting a Final Destination. This is a place where you have nowhere to hide from Sheik pressure.
Oh, good down B. Hit him with that similar Bowser combo, catch him into the slam. 2 big down Bs he hit in that one stock.
Yoshi's jab 1 leads to miracles sometimes. You can get jab 1 to grab and pound, jab 1 to basically any of your forward smashes at certain percents versus certain weights.
Yoshi is one of those strange, explosive characters. Like, you don't think of Yoshi as like, oh, you know, he can just out of nowhere kill you. But that is just the truth of the character. He can hit you for a lot of those little percents. Hit you with a dare into an up smash and just kill you.
Yoshi Rage is actually absurd. Don't sleep. Like, Rage up air is kind of crazy. Rage ground pound is crazy. Like, with this much Rage, you can probably kill at about 65 or 70% here onto Big Mac, especially because it's a little more fresh now. But Big Mac was looking to end it with that up smash.
Yeah, Big Mac, I think, is realizing that Yoshi with Rage is kind of scary now that Sheik's weight is as low as it is, knowing he needs to end this stock ASAP.
Yeah, and he's just looking to, again, apply just as much safe pressure as possible. This is how Sheik has to play. Look at that up air, though.
Yeah, that was a nice up tilt into the up air as well.
Next up tilt to up air, and that's still connect, but they're not going to end up mattering here. That is Big Mac getting the up air of his own.
Gives himself a little bit of a fist pump, knowing that this matchup can be a little difficult. Just because Yoshi is so explosive and can randomly steal games when you're piling percentage onto him, so if his Rage is nuts, it's a scary thing. Although I don't believe he threw out an up air previous to that one that killed the entire game. The raw up air was just unexpected from Seth after having been conditioned to not see it for 2 full stocks.
I think you're right there. That was very good. Saving your salvo for when it finally matters at the end. And that's going to be Big Mac going up a game. Again, I think Final Destination is definitely a stage Sheik wins on. Kind of curious why they ended up playing there. Getting the platform in Smashville is going to be good here, though, for Seth.
I mean, I don't know if Sheik can combo Yoshi as well at later percents, but I don't know if I like the idea of giving Sheik the ability to hit things off the platform whenever possible. I'm imagining Lilat probably got banned.
I'm thinking Battlefield got banned. Although I don't know how much Seth does or does not like Lilat. Of course, I think Lilat's a good stage for Yoshi, even in this matchup. But you know how Lilat can be sometimes. People are very picky about the stage.
Yeah, they need to learn the stage then.
I agree. Seth just waiting on this ledge, throwing out some eggs, putting on safe pressure. It looks like he's finally got the stage control for... This is feels like the first time he had stage control since the beginning of Game 1.
That's true. Although this game has been very, very even. A lot of trading blows to begin a game. There hasn't been any real string for either players. Even right there, fair turned into a nair.
Missed tech costs him extra damage from that bouncing fish. Well, there's your power shield. That's what Big Mac was looking for, I think, in the start of Game 1, but he just didn't get him. Ooh, Yoshi's roll is not good.
Yeah, I think Big Mac...
That neutral are covering so much of it.
I think Big Mac at the beginning of Game 1 just wasn't expecting the down B, but he does know that timing pretty well.
Seth not falling for any of those air dodge reads.
Yeah, Big Mac's just kind of running away with needles now, which is an optimal strategy when Yoshi doesn't really have anything other than, you know, kind of short-range egg projectiles to get at you. And needles obviously still being one of the best projectiles in the game, as that fair takes the first stock.
Yep, Big Mac playing very solid. Again, this is optimal pretty much from Sheik. You just need to play very, very lame. Like just use these needles just to cover landings. Yoshi doesn't have a way to deal with needles covering landings, so that's one of the weaknesses he has in this matchup.
It's the most common saying out there in Smash: play lame, win game.
But short hop air dodge, that's some old brawl tech. Just short hop air dodge as an approach option, gonna get Seth in there, get him the up air to even up this game.
I think Seth was 6 years old when Brawl came out.
He was not very old. Seth keeps landing into Big Mac, and that's costing him like so much damage. But I mean, it's hard to get Big Mac off him. It's not necessarily his fault that he keeps landing into him. It's just he needs to mix up his landing maybe a little bit more.
Yes. Although Seth is getting some damage in here, starting to bring this game back a little bit, and he does have a decent amount of rage. I don't think Sheik's going to kill with the next hit unless it's a charged up smash.
Oh, the second egg almost connected to that combo into fair, but not going to quite do it. That would have been a pretty gross way to end the game.
Yeah, that's a scary... There was a scary little predicament there for Seth, but Big Mac just kind of backing off, knowing that he can reset whenever he wants. Seth was just kind of spamming air dodge when he was up there. Gets the up air combo. That's going to do it. DI'd straight up as well.
I don't know if Big Mac reversed the up air to mix up the DI. That is something that some Sheiks do. And that's going to give him the 2-0 win. Going to put him in a winner's finals.
Yeah, Big Mac's been terrorizing Ignites lately, especially with some of the main rivals of his away at school. He, I believe, won the last two, if I'm not mistaken. He definitely won last week.
Yeah, he's been winning quite a few of them. The competition has not been as strong as it has been in the past.
Hey,
like,
but
I remember the first one he won was... I think he would even be the first.
It wasn't last week that Big Mac won. He won the two before that.
Oh, who won last week?
JJ.
JJ won
Okay,
last week.
JJ won last week. Big Mac won the two before it. Looking to make it 3 out of 4. He will be in winners finals against a to-be-determined man, the winner of Seabass and his opponent, who we saw on stream, upsetting JJ, knocking him into losers and winners quarters a couple matches ago.
Yeah, it's gonna